House slave versus field slave. Why does this mindset still divide us in 2025? The chains are off, but some minds are still trapped. Today, we're exposing the truth behind house slaves versus field slaves and how that same mindset is still holding us back. From the fields to the boardrooms, the fight for unity isn't over. Let's dig into what really kept us divided and how we rise above it now. Malcolm X didn't just talk about history. He exposed a mindset that helped keep us divided. The house slave stayed close to the enslavers. The field slave stayed close to the struggle. And some of that mindset still lives on. In the days of slavery, not every enslaved person did the same kind of work. Some were sent to the fields. From sunup to sundown, they worked the land. Planting, picking, plowing. Cotton, sugarcane, tobacco, and more. It didn't matter if it was hot or cold. There were no breaks, no rest, just hard labor, day after day. For house slaves, the reality was much more complicated. Though their physical suffering may have been different, they faced a different kind of pain. Living in the enslaver's home came with constant performing, non-stop pleasing, and always proving your worth just to avoid punishment or being sent to the fields. Some became deeply loyal to the people who enslaved them. Not because they loved them, but because survival required it. They cooked, cleaned, and dressed the enslavers, and their families. They watched the children. They were on call 24 hours, 7 days a week. No breaks and always under surveillance. Some were even forced to sleep near the enslaver's bed, just so they would be nearby, in case the enslaver wanted anything. Being in the house did not mean freedom. They were still owned, still controlled, still mistreated. Just in a different setting. Imagine being 14 years old, standing at the foot of your enslaver's bed, hoping they don't call your name, hoping you stay invisible. That was daily life for some. The enslaver knew exactly what he was doing. He used division to keep control. He treated the house slaves a little better. Gave them better clothes, easier work, maybe even leftovers from the dinner table. But that wasn't kindness. That was strategy. Divide and conquer. As long as the enslaved were divided, they couldn't rise up together. If the house slaves looked down on the ones in the field, there was no unity. And if the field slaves hated the ones in the house, there was no trust. That tension kept the focus off the real enemy. The enslaver kept them fighting each other, so they would never unite. So why do we still carry that same division today? Let's be real. Working in the house or in the field didn't automatically show where your loyalty stood. Some of the ones in the field were the first to warn others when danger was coming. Some in the house risked everything to sneak food to the folks out back. But not all did. Some in the house, and some in the field shared secrets and exposed escape plans. And because of that, people got hurt. Some even lost their existence. It wasn't just about the job. It was the mindset. Some believed that being close to the enslavers made them better. They wanted approval and favor, even if it meant turning their backs on their own people. Now let's fast forward to today. What would Malcolm X say if he saw us now? That same mindset didn't disappear when slavery ended. It just changed clothes. Some folks still go against their own people just to get a pat on the back. They get on TV and talk down on black struggles just to make others feel comfortable. They ignore injustice, act like racism is over, and say things like, just work harder. All to protect a job, a platform, or a brand. We still have people with that house mentality. Not because of their professions, but because they would rather be accepted than respected. They say things like, I made it. Why can't you? Or racism is over, just work harder. They act like they've escaped the struggle, but they haven't. They just forgot where they came from. Who really benefits when we turn on each other? They may not be wearing chains, but their minds are still locked up. And the people in power know it. They use that. They put those same folks on platforms, and give them titles. And let them speak for all of us. Even when they don't talk like us, live like us, or care about us. It's the same old game. Divide and conquer. All over again. So, what do we do about it? We call it out, when we see it. Respect doesn't come from siding with those in power. It comes from standing on truth. No more turning on each other. No more house versus field. That war should have ended a long time ago. The real fight is for unity, for freedom, for justice. And while some of the richest among us tell us, you will never get reparations, it's easy for them to say. But instead of closing the doors behind them, they should be using their voices to speak up for reparations, until we get them. Here's the truth. The only way to change laws in this country is through Congress. That's where the power sits. If we want reparations, if we want justice, if we want protection, we need more of us in those seats. Because when people believe they've done nothing wrong, they see no reason to make it right. And while we fight for justice on the outside, we've got to deal with the divisions still living inside us. Light skin versus dark skin. African-born versus American-born. House or field, the chains were the same. The only difference was the boat stop. That's a wrap, history seekers. Next, watch the 400-year journey from Africa to America. Getting to the roots is where history comes alive. We uncover the truth about Africa, African Americans, and American history, one story at a time. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.